Anyway, nowadays politicians say of journalists, you are nothing but prophets of doom. I don't want to be a prophet of doom for the BJP tonight. And neither Nalin Kohli do I want to rub it in for you. You are the BJP representative on the panel this evening. Good evening. Ami Yagnik, good evening. Gaurav Bhatia, good evening. Kamal Farooqi, good evening. And Jai Mrug is with me in the studio. I wish we could have met in more favorable circumstances, but now this is what has happened. It's terrible. Terrible news for the BJP. Nalin Kohli. Terrible news. Can I share some statistics with you, and Jai Mrug will...
Certainly. It's...
No, one second. No, I want to explain how bad it is. No, don't interrupt me just yet. You can interrupt me through the next 1 hour if you want. I just want to explain to you how badly you've done today. Right? And Jai will explain it. The percentage loss for the BJP on an average in terms of seats is around 50%. 50% of seats they've just lost, Jai. Is this true? 48% of the seats they lost.
23 to 12. And we are benchmarking this with the last assembly elections whenever they were held, not even the Lok Sabha. Yeah.
And which means from 24 seats they're down to 12. Right?
I think the most startling...
Let's go through the statistics. We're starting the debate.
Figures. We've got
the most startling figure.
We've got vote shares settling down in the evening.
Yeah.
Now, the most startling result is actually Rajasthan. The Congress has marginally inched ahead of the BJP in terms of vote share. The Congress is at 47.6. The BJP is 47.1. Arnab, a year ago, in these 4 seats, the margin was 22%.
No. In Rajasthan, for example, and I don't mean to rub it in, BJP should not misunderstand. It's a state where the BJP got a clean sweep. Yeah. They lose 3 out of the 4 seats in Rajasthan today, where the BJP won by an average margin, you forget, of 30,000 votes in December 2013.
In terms of vote share, Arnab, that vote share difference was 22%, 55 versus 33.
So the BJP loses grip.
Fact check, please.
No, you want to have a fact check? Okay, go ahead. No, but I don't know. You disagree with the fact that BJP has done badly? You think they've done well? Go ahead.
Arnab. No, for UP...
We were talking about Rajasthan,
there were 11 seats. They have lost 8 seats, Arnab.
Yes, we're talking about Rajasthan.
No, I'm talking about your screen shows incorrect data. I'm talking about UP. Your screen showed 10 seats. There were 11 seats in all. They lost 8 seats. The maximum percentage loss would be in UP, even more than
Rajasthan. Gaurav, let me just put the things in perspective. What the screen is showing is the number of seats held by the BJP last time, which was 10. 1 was held by the Apna Dal. So that's the way it's going.
No. You see, I don't think there's any disagreement on data. Now, the BJP won 71 or 72 seats in the Lok Sabha elections.
43% of
now they have lost 8 out of 11 seats to the Samajwadi Party, where the BJP won by an average margin of 21,000 votes in the 2012 assembly elections. These are places where the BJP used to win very well. They just completely lost out. So let's begin the debate now.
I just give one more perspective.
Okay, one more.
What has happened today is the BJP has slid from its Lok Sabha peak of 43 to 37%. The SP has done phenomenally well, polling 44% of the votes today. I think that is the headline for the UP.
And I think that's going to rub it in really badly for the BJP, because to lose to the Samajwadi Party, whose record of governance is hardly flattering, is going to hurt. So, what happened, Kamal Farooqi, in your view? Why is the BJP reduced to this tonight?
Yes, Arnab, very important question, in fact, and I'm not going to politicize it. I just want to see it from a different angle, from the philosophy of the country, in fact. And I have been, last night only I had said that Indians basically, they are secular-minded, and they believe in having the love and affection and communal harmony, and they don't like the people who divide the people. Yes, they have voted BJP Modi Sahab because of the good governance, because of the removing the corruption, because of development. They thought perhaps that they have got a blank check, and there are 5 these people, in fact, who otherwise should have been in the jail for making these kind of remarks. They were going scot-free, and there was absolutely no comment by BJP top brass. The kind of comment which Mr. Yodi has made, the kind of with day before yesterday, Sakshi Maharaj has made, even Maneka Gandhi, I forgot about Yogi, etc. Even Maneka Gandhi, the kind of hate comments he has made. You see, that got it's not really storm.
Did you get carried away with your victory?
And
no,
nothing was happening.
So 1 second. So Nalin Kohli, you got carried away with your victory. You thought the people of this country had given you a blank check to play the politics of communalism and hatred. And you thought you could be too clever by half, have that strategy in Uttar Pradesh and then pretend that you don't know what's happening in Uttar Pradesh when you're asked questions about it in Delhi and say, what is love jihad? We don't even know about it. But today, people saw through it. Yogi Adityanath, of course, is not the person to answer. Nalin Kohli, do you agree with this?
Well, there will be certainly many factors. This could potentially be one, but whether it is or not, we'll know only when we analyze it.
No, when you say this, what do you mean? Which one?
Election. We have to accept it too.
No, which? You say this could be.
I have 3-4 points.
This could be one. Significant comment. You said this could be one. Am I seeing you? Are you accepting that the politics of hate politics could be one of the reasons for your poor performance?
No,
do you agree with that?
I'm talking of the campaign issue. That's why, if you'll just hear me fully, Mr. Goswami, this point will also come in terms of a campaign issue. You are keeping it focused on a campaign issue. I think that we need to look at multiple factors. It might be one factor, it could be 10 factors, but only an analysis will say it. We've lost the election and we have to accept that.
No, but you're stating the obvious. I know you lost the elections, but why did you lose the elections? The most visible part of your election.
Whether it's a matter of candidates, whether it is also voter fatigue, because many of these seats, the majority of them are actually MLAs who became MPs.
Voter fatigue.
An answer on that. They are MLAs
voter
who
fatigue.
became MPs.
Explain voter fatigue.
From that,
Mr. Nalin Kohli, you are saying people got tired of you in 3 months?
Serious point.
Are you saying people got tired of you in 3 months?
1951 from the days of the Jansan till today. They've laughed when we were 2 seats in 1984. We are in government today.
Sir, but okay, let's discuss today. Let's discuss today. Let's get Gaurav Bhatia in.
Somebody on the panel laughs at us and says, oh, that is easy. We'd like them to follow that kind of strategy for their parties. We go about it in a systematic way.
Can I come in now?
And when I said voter fatigue, I said an MLA becomes an MP who's supposed to be an MLA for 5 years. It is possible that people feel that they should have been the MLA for the whole period. Yeah. Why did they leave us? It could be that.
And what about,
it could be the BSP has not contested and how it has impacted votes.
Okay, but it is not. But it has nothing to do.
And like Trinamool Congress says, we can go along with the left.
Okay.
Certainly, the Baspa and the Samajwadi Party could go along to stop the BJP and communal politics, as they call it. So therefore, there could be many things.
Gaurav Bhatia is now coming into the debate. 1 second, please, sir. Please, sir, let Gaurav Bhatia come into the debate. They have thrashed you tonight, and that's the most unexpected headline of the day. Yes, please, Gaurav Bhatia.
Arnab, 4 months back, a man called Mr. Narendra Modi came and promised the world to the voters of India. And especially in UP, there were some speeches made about development. Just in a few days' time, there was a U-turn taken by the BJP and the entire agenda of development was buried and the communal agenda, the real face of BJP, came in. The voters of UP have taught BJP a lesson that Mr. Yogi Adityanath cannot be a star campaigner, 1. 2, love jihad and Shuddhikaran cannot be equal to development politics.
Yeah.
And the worst thing was that the Prime Minister of the country, Mr. Narendra Modi, when he should have spoken to give relief, to tell the people that I am there and this communal agenda would not be tolerated, was silent. And that is why today we see the impatience and the decisive mandate that has been given by the voters of UP. BJP has been taught a lesson that give us development, keep your promises, but don't try to spread hatred. And the good thing, Arnab, is that the Samajwadi Party also learned from the BJP only that we should not bite the bait and should not try that if the BJP is communalizing, we try to retaliate. Rather, we should focus on development. We should oppose the policies of communal politics of BJP. That is exactly what we did. And I think because of that, within such a short span of time, we have seen a tsunami which has completely decimated BJP in the state of UP.
Place on record tonight.
Adityanath today was
a
giving
question
a bite
goes to the BJP.
rather than apologizing.
A question goes to the BJP tonight. And I think they will have to answer.
One quick point.
No, 1 second. I think the Congress is not wanting to come into the debate, maybe because they have no stakes in Uttar Pradesh. Or maybe they believe that it is the Samajwadi Party who has a better chance of taking the BJP on. Ami Agnik, you're quiet tonight, maybe because you're worried that if I ask you if Rahul Gandhi stays away from a campaign, the chances of the BJP losing are greater than if Rahul Gandhi actually participates in the campaign. I don't want to say that again and again, but it is a fact. Ami Agnik. Ami Agnik,
yes.
Why are you so silent?
Why are you so silent? Arnav, very interesting.
Yes,
very interesting because you were asking the Samajwadi Party the question.
You're very polite to the Samajwadi Party these days. I notice you always are extra polite to the Samaj. What's happening? Something brewing there? Appears to be.
I also respect the anchor so much.
Thank you.
But the interesting question you asked.
It's okay. Let's continue. Yeah.
Can I complete?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. No, Arnav, you have asked a very interesting question. You always have to bring Rahul Gandhi. We all know that Rahul Gandhi is our leader. Campaigns or does not campaign. The mood question here is that why the BJP has lost. But the BJP has not lost. Mr. Modi has lost his credibility. His home ground, Gujarat, where he has boasted of development, where he has campaigned in 2012 that he is a Prime Minister candidate, and so the Legislative Assembly elections, that was the campaign. In 2014, he comes as a PM, and so the Gujarat people think that here now we have our Prime Minister from Gujarat, so all the development and the injustice that was done by the center to Gujarat while Mr. Modi was here will now come to Gujarat.
What is your point?
Happened. And in the first 100 days alone, you saw what is the reaction of the people of Gujarat.
What is your point?
Probably don't need to answer. So
and the credibility of Mr. Modi is lost. Not about anything else.
No, her point is
the leadership which was reposed in the confidence of Mr. Modi, Srimati Anandi Patel, has also lost ground.
Okay, 1 second. Ami Agnik, Ami Agnik's point is, because you are getting confused, Nalin Kohli, Ami Agnik's point is, she's rubbing it in that you've also lost ground in Gujarat. Since she's from Gujarat, you want to qualify what you qualify.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Mr. Kohli, in these very seats.
To speak about the secrets of the universe to the, to carrots being sold in Jaunpur. Well, let's get down to the point.
Okay, I'll bring him down to the point. 1 second, 1 minute. Okay, so yes, come down to the point. You want us to come down to the point? Let's come down to the point now, Nalin Kohli. Okay, my question is, let's come down to the point.
Absolutely.
Okay,
we've lost
fine, Mr. Kohli, let's go for it.
We've lost two
Let's go. You've not lost. You have been wiped out.
From that perspective,
you have not lost, Mr. Kohli. You have not lost. No, 1 second. 1 minute. Mr. Kohli.
She's going to say that Mr. Nehru was useless and not a tall leader.
Mr. Kohli.
Or is it a coincidence?
Mr. Kohli.
Mr. Modi's wave is waning, but Mr. Gandhi, who's nowhere to be seen. By the way, where is he?
By the way, Nalin Kohli, are we discussing Rahul Gandhi now? It may be very convenient for you.
Is it a coincidence that Shakti Singh Goyal needs to tweet? Mr. Gandhi did not visit Gujarat, and we won 3.
I think Nalin Kohli.
What happened in Gujarat?
1 second, please.
I think we are
Ami Agnik.
I think we are derailing the subject.
Ami Agnik, I think we should come to the point. Let's not allow the debate to go away into 1 second, Jay, please. A simple point to be made is 1 second.
There is a larger point to be made here.
Gaurav, can I just ask a question to Nalin Kohli? Let's go into the debate after that. My question to Nalin Kohli is, Nalin Kohli, who is the face of the BJP? Modi or Yogi?
Well, it depends how you're looking at it.
Depends how you're looking at it.
As an MP,
they are completely, in what they say and do, they are poles apart.
It's Mr. Modi.
No, in the center it's Modi, but in UP it's Yogi.
Region is the face of the party there.
So yes,
I'm the face of the party on TV.
Okay,
now, you can't be unfair.
Okay, so do you agree? Do you agree? No, 1 second. Do you agree? Do you agree? 1 second. Do you agree with Yogi Adityanath when he says, if I ask for blood, they will give me blood. I will not stop till I turn India into a Hindu Rashtra. Do you agree with Yogi Adityanath when he said Muslims consider terrorists to be their protectors? Do you agree with Yogi Adityanath when he says if they take one Hindu girl, we will take 100 Muslim girls? Do you agree? with all of these statements that have been made. And Mr. Nalin Kohli, this duality, this hypocrisy, the double standards are what people may have seen through. And they are asking you the questions, and that is why perhaps it is possible that the same party that spoke about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas and India first cannot tomorrow hold on to the coattails of hate mongers like Yogi Adityanath and Sangeet Som. After having said, we will be the chowkidars of the country and there should be a moratorium on communal riots for the next 10 years. You can't do that and then allow the RSS to set up Rakhi campaigns and helplines for love jihad. This hypocrisy, this duality, these double standards are what are the possible reason. You ask anyone today, they'll tell you the reason why the BJP has lost so badly is because it thought these double standards would work. But it hasn't. It's boomerang right back on you. Gaurav Bhatia wants to come into the debate, and after that, Nalin Kohli can respond for as long as he wants.
I thought the question was to me.
Yes, Gaurav Bhatia.
May I try to attempt?
Gaurav Bhatia, please. Gaurav Bhatia, and then, you need to come to the point. You're avoiding the issue, Nalin, tonight.
Arnab.
No, I'm not. I'll answer it straight.
Arnab, since the time that Mr. Narendra Modi has taken over as the Prime Minister, there is a trend against the BJP government, be it the bypolls in Uttarakhand or Bihar and all these bypolls that took place just now. It is clearly evident that the BJP government has not fulfilled the expectations of the voters. And now look at the first scenario. Was Yogi Adityanath a leader who had taken approval from Mr. Narendra Modi to make such statements? Then I think that speaks very lowly of the Prime Minister himself, that he talks about development but he permits the B team to communalize the election. The other scenario is that Mr. Yogi Adityanath considers himself to be a taller leader than the other leaders of the BJP. In that case, they can't even tame their own leaders. How would they run the country? And that is why this entire confusion that prevailed, the BJP did not have clarity on how to deliver on their promises.
Boy who commits a rape. So are you saying that
Mr. Arun Jaitley's statement, Mr. Manohar Parrikar's statement can be discussed? But tonight I think this is not the discussion.
The discussion is
why did the BJP fail, and within 4 months the voters have given them a befitting reply. That is the topic. Nalinji, I will not allow you to deviate from today's topic. I have all the answers. I have been on many debates.
One at a time, gentlemen. One at a time, please.
Tell us more about Shuddhikaran. Tell us
security.
I think I rubbed Mr. Nalin Kohli the wrong way. Somebody is disturbed hearing my statements. Nalinji, let me complete my point and you are more than welcome to then come in and refute.
There's a difference between being disturbed.
I just want to say this. A leader like Mr. Yogi Adityanath who says, "Main Shuddhikaran karaunga." Sakshi Maharaj comes with a rate card. Was it not outraging the modesty of the women? If he is saying ki ek ladki itne ki hai, dusri ladki itne ki hai, and where was the BJP top leadership? Did they come and did they condemn such statements? There was a deafening silence, and today's results are a befitting reply to the deafening silence of the BJP. If you don't speak,
what kind of point
Nalinji, allow me to make my point. I know I've disturbed you by my statements, but please let me have the liberty to make my points. I will give you. I think you will get your turn. Let me make my points. It's very important. Nalinji, I think
no less important than the rebuttal.
We can extend to each other as co-panelists.
Of course, Gaurav ji, please continue.
Yeah, but then you can wait. I just want to say this, Nalinji. Today also you can get into this debate with me, but the voters have spoken clearly in very loud and clear terms. The BJP needs to understand that
you're correct.
Tomorrow
we've lost the elections and we
but
accept
the voters
that.
Are not
correct
ready
about that.
To have politics of hatred in UP. The UP voters
I hear the BJP
of hatred.
I hear the BJP.
Alternate tomorrow.
I'm surprised Kamal Farooqi.
Not politics of hatred.
I'm surprised Kamal Farooqi. The point that Kamal Farooqi makes must also be answered tonight. Kamal Farooqui and Nalin Kohli, let's get you on the screen.
I'll answer that. And that's the first point.
Let me bring you the point. What is the point he asked? Let me focus it on that.
I remember, it's on love jihad and the politics of hatred.
No. The bigger point that Kamal Farooqui made is the point that the entire country is asking today. And I remember that when I spoke to Narendra Modi at that time, before the results, Narendra Modi said, and I asked him, why are these people being allowed to make all these kind of comments in the run-up to the elections? He told me, if I did not protest, if I had not opposed it through the internal mechanism, don't you think it would have continued? Hasn't it stopped? Does it stop or not? Which means these kind of negative communal comments, he said, that means that I have taken action and you can understand. Right? Now, that's what Narendra Modi said 1 or 2 weeks before the election results were announced. My question is today, and Kamal Farooqi's question is, why was Mr. Modi quiet now? Why was your party leadership, why were your central leaders quiet now? Can they? No, one second. Kamal Farooqui and Nalin Kohli can debate that. This whole business, let whoever say whatever in UP, let them spread hatred. Let them put Hindu versus Muslim, Muslim versus Hindu, talk of love jihad, make the more despicable communal comments and let that rabbit politics continue. But nobody needs to say a word. And if the Home Minister of India is asked what happens, the Home Minister will say, is there something like love jihad? I never even knew. Today, Kamal Farooqi's point was on the silence of the same people who came to power saying, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Not Hindu ka Saath, Hindu ka Vikas. India first, right. Not Hindu first.
That's right.
That was the point, Nalin Kohli. You made a promise to this nation. You can't renege on it in 4 months. Please answer now. Please answer. Why did you do this? Why did you betray your own mandate?
We have made that promise and we are certainly not going to renege on it.
You think Yogi Adityanath is true to that promise?
About it. It is a non-negotiable.
Yogi Adityanath is true to that promise?
That is exactly what the government
Yogi Adityanath believes in that promise?
If I just give you one example of the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana.
I am not talking of the Jan Dhan Yojana. I am talking today. I am talking about Yogi Adityanath. I am talking about Yogi Adityanath. I am talking about Yogi Adityanath and Sakshi Maharaj, and I am talking about Yogi Adityanath and Sakshi Maharaj, and I am talking about Lakshmikant Bajpayee.
Uttar Pradesh, extending it to the other states where something like this has not
I am talking
happened.
About the silence of your central leadership.
Whether this has backfired, whether this is the kind of politics, whether why Mr. Modi has not spoken.
No, I am talking about why they have not spoken. You tell me why they have not spoken. You tell me why they have not spoken.
This campaign. He was busy
You tell me why they have not spoken. You tell me why they have not spoken.
Working to get the country back.
You tell me you're so busy to get the country back that you can't speak on people who are spreading acidic
whether you're talking of communal statements, any statement that is communal in nature,
any statement, I'm talking of statements of your leaders.
However, we have to see that the statement, they are not whether it is a party or it's an individual.
Party and individual, he's your party leader, sir.
Political resolution, where is it? Where are people speaking about it? If you're taking Sakshi Maharaj, the party said it's his personal view.
Oh, really? And what about Yogi Adityanath? His personal view? His personal view?
Of the tape.
No, personal view. Yogi Adityanath says if they take one Hindu girl, we'll convert 100 Muslim girls. That's his personal view.
We are not going to hang
That's his personal view, sir. How can you say? No, 1 second, Mr. Kohli. Now you've spoken. Now you can hear me and I'll get the response from Kamal Farooqui. Do not fool the people of this country by saying personal view. Do not fool the people of this country by saying we are so busy doing other things. We have to repair the nation. We have to set the economy together. Because you ask anyone anywhere, you break the diversity of this great nation.
This is a party issue. The party will look at it.
It's a national issue, sir. Your party people are going amok.
Where the Prime Minister didn't have the authority to run the country and the party ran the party
what
and
about
the government.
Mr. Yogi Adityanath's
the party runs the party
and what about
and
the
government is
statements of
run by the
Mr.
Prime Minister and his team?
I have not heard any BJP leader condemning them.
No, first two arguments being put. Kamal Farooqui, one argument.
What about the statement of Mr. Sangeet Som and Yogi Adityanath?
Going on. No, look, I have not heard anybody in the Samajwadi Party say anything to Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav. So what are you preaching about, Mr. Bhatia? I said death sentence. How can boys be given the death sentence for rape? I haven't heard something as outrageous as that from someone as senior as Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav. He's not just another member of parliament.
Be a small incident. How can Nirbhaya incident be a small incident?
And did you not get a regret on it immediately from Mr. Jaitley? Did we get a regret from Mr. Murad Singh Yadav? Did Mr. Jaitley regret it the next morning, or did he not regret it as a slip of tongue? What about Mr. Yadav? What about his son, his daughter-in-law, his second son, his nephew? All of them who are the members of parliament.
In fact, he was made the star campaigner.
Just because you are trying to bark up the wrong tree.
I wonder what's holding. I wonder what's holding the BJP's hand tonight. I hope it is not. I hope it is not an instruction from the Bajrang Dal or the VHP or Jhandewala or Nagpur.
Certainly not. I am the spokesperson of the BJP, not of the Bajrang Dal.
But when you say we are too busy,
I don't get instructions from them.
But Mr. Nalin Kohli, now Kamal Farooqi wants to take you on, and he has a legitimate right to. My question is 2 points being made tonight. We are so busy repairing this nation that we don't have the time to look at small things said by people like Yogi Adityanath. And by the way, Adityanath...
I'm making a point. The government is doing its own job. The party is doing the political work
the second
of fighting elections.
The government is not fighting the elections. Excuse number 2 is that, these are personal views. So go ahead and say that Muslims are terrorists. Go ahead and say, you take one girl, we'll take 100. Go ahead and say, we'll make this a Muslim nation. And we will cover up for you saying your personal views. Mr. Yogi Adityanath said this as a private citizen.
It was coined way back in 2007.
Really? And I want
our term.
Yeah, and so you have a right to repeat it again and again.
It's not about coining, it's about using that term to communalize the atmosphere.
Kamal Farooqi asked a question, why is Modi quiet? Why is the central leadership quiet? I don't know if he's got an answer. He's taking you on now. Nalin Kohli, the next response from Kamal Farooqi to you. And I'm asking our viewers tonight, who do you think is winning this debate? The BJP or those who are taking on the BJP? You can tweet using the hashtag #HateFails. Kamal Farooqi, please.
Sir, I have great respect for my brother Nalin Kohli sahab. And I don't want to make it a ping pong between Samajwadi Party and BJP. I had asked him a very, very national question in fact. Can this country live? What kind of development we want when the two brothers are, they would be allowed to have the hate among themselves? I'm not saying about UP alone. Look at the people, look at the lady MLA who was in Madhya Pradesh for the last 13, 14 years. What kind of a statement she has made? Look at Sakshi, which she has made the most horrendous kind of statement. And look at Maneka Gandhi. She is the minister, she is not an ordinary person. Look at the Deputy Chief Minister of Goa. What kind of a statement they have made? So, how many statements not in bhai? And you are right. Yes, Modi ji has done some good job also. But at the same time, all this good job will go in waste. Because I don't want that kind of development. I don't want all those kind of development. I want first to live as a brother. Me and Nalin Kohli sahab should live like a brother. Not any person. We should not allow anybody, howsoever big it will be. We should not allow anybody to divide us. That is what actually Mr. Modi should have done.
And what happened with Mr. Nalin Kohli today cannot. But Mr. Nalin Kohli cannot, because Mr. Nalin Kohli is held back by the RSS. The RSS took it upon themselves to support the local BJP agenda by going into Western UP and launching helplines for the victims of love jihad. The RSS did that. You cannot speak out against the RSS, and that's why you are quiet tonight. Gaurav Bhatia is also throwing a question at you. Gaurav Bhatia, please go ahead.
No, hold on. When we are on the agenda of working towards building a better India for every Indian, how can there be any doubt about that?
You want to build a better India.
Same page.
No, 1 second. You want to build a better India, great. No, please
explain. Or not, but a Tara Shedeo took place on your channel. You have shown it, as have the other channels. Don't go ahead. A Rotterdam in the UK has taken place. Whether the Pakistani boys went ahead with 1,400 girls is not the making of the BJP. Now, if some people from Pakistan have an agenda, why do you go on to believe
so and you discover the agenda 6 weeks before the elections? And that's not a question. Is there a reason for you actually justifying it tonight? I'm hearing from you tonight. There's a lot of viewers. Nalin Kohli, there are a lot of viewers on the Newshour tonight who would have liked to hear from you just one thing tonight. Nalin Kohli, just one thing tonight. Nalin Kohli, just one thing tonight. Can I please say one thing? I am asking you one thing. Nalin Kohli, now come on, let's have a conversation on this. Mr. Kohli, let's have a conversation on it. You want to build a better India, Mr. Kohli. Great. Build a better India. But is building a better India, does it mean sending a man as vicious as Sangeet Som into Western Uttar Pradesh and telling him, go incite violence in communally sensitive areas? Is that a better India? You want to build a better India, Mr. Kohli? Then why is there a complete silence of your central and state leadership on the polarization that has been rampant in UP in the last few months? What kind of a better India is being created out of this? An India where hate is being spread on a professional basis.
A professional, when you create more jobs, more economic opportunities, when you tackle inflation, when you bring down prices, when you remove corruption, that exactly
and
is
so you first of all, you haven't fulfilled all those promises, and what is it to say?
An idea, better India is not going to solve that.
Counters coming in. I think a lot of viewers tonight would have liked to hear from you. We made a mistake. We're going to course correct. We are going to be the BJP that won the elections of May 16th, not the BJP that mutated itself into a party that allowed people like Yogi Adityanath to hold sway after the 16th of May.
I'm equivocal, and I'm saying it right here.
Is Yogi or Modi? You tell me, who is the face of the party?
Exactly.
Who is the face of your party, Yogi or Modi?
Every one of his speeches, and we stand committed on it. There is no compromise.
Your commitment being questioned tonight, and the results speak for themselves. I'm going to come to you, Gaurav, but before that, Ami Yagnik. 1 second. This debate has a few more minutes right now. You can tweet using hate fails on who's winning or losing the debate. I would have expected today Nalin Kohli could have come and said, we are going to do a course correction right now. We realize we sent out the wrong message. Sangeet Som, Yogi Adityanath, Sakshi Maharaj are not the faces of the BJP that people recognized before the 16th of May. But no, tonight Nalin Kohli stands steadfast.
But hold on, I'll say it on the record.
What?
Hold on, I'll say it on the record.
What will you say?
They are not the faces of the BJP. They are members of parliament of the BJP. They don't represent the whole BJP.
Oh, and you allowed them to do what they did.
In their own areas working. They didn't campaign in Gujarat or in Rajasthan or
you
in
put him in charge of UP.
Or in Vadodara, maybe.
You put him in charge of UP.
You are not.
Gaurav.
Kohli says that he was not the face of the BJP.
Gaurav Bhatia.
Mr. Yogi Adityanath.
Gaurav Bhatia, one at a time. Gaurav Bhatia, please.
Was he not the face of the BJP? And you know the reason why this BJP government is appearing to be so weak, it's because they are crumbling under the pressure of RSS and VHP. And Mr. Nalin Kohli is very conveniently saying that the government and the party act in different spheres. Let me tell him that they should not have waited for the Election Commission of India to reprimand Yogi Adityanath. They should have acted against him first time when he made such communal statements. But the BJP was silent, and that is why the Election Commission of India had to reprimand him and had to direct that an FIR be registered against him. Even now the BJP is not repentant of the statements that have been made.
Counter one at a time. Nalin Kohli, please.
The whole model is different. I mean, these are parties that run around a single family. We don't run like that. Now, you may have a point to say that a directive can be given by Mrs. Sonia Gandhi or Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Tear an ordinance,
whether it is a family or whether it is a party, at least one should not spread hatred.
Ami Yagnik and Kamal Farooqui.
Politics of hatred.
One second. Ideology. No, 1 second. One minute. Just a minute, gentlemen. Just a minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute, Nalin. 1 minute. I would like to get Kamal Farooqui and Ami Yagnik in, but I want to make one small observation, if I may be permitted. No, don't hold your head there. I'm coming straight to you, Ami Yagnik. My point, which I wish to make, is a simple observation. As a citizen of India, not as a journalist. Sir, don't box this nation into what you think are models. Don't have different ideologies at different levels. Don't believe that people won't see through it. I thought you would have said we have one ideology, and that one ideology is India first and Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. You can't have that ideology in Delhi. Use that to win the election in Delhi. No, use that. No, let me complete. Let me complete, Mr. Kohli. Use that to win the election in Delhi, and then tell people, by the way, we won the election in Delhi. Now, can we get back to the Sangeet Som version of politics, which works for us in UP? Tomorrow, you will find a more hateful version in another state. You will choose to implement that, and you tell the people of this country, I'm sorry, that works in that state. Don't ask us questions on what we do in individual states.
Goswami.
No,
sir.
Why
don't we test what you're saying?
Duality does not work, sir.
The corner in the states, so
sir, duality does not work, sir. Okay, total silence on the news. Ami Yagnik.
Yes, Arnav, I want to make 3 points. The first is that it is now becoming difficult for the BJP to handle the double speak. They do not know now how to go about it. In the last 100 days, the true agenda has come out. We have seen the hate that has been spilled over everywhere. But the third important point is that the Chinese have made some incursions. Some 150 jawans, Indian jawans, are held by them, and today we have the Chinese premier in Ahmedabad. And the fourth important point is Amit Shah, Mr. Modi and Anandi Patel all are silent today in Gujarat. They are not making a single statement. Why is Nalin Kohli silent on those 3 silent persons? Why is he not coming out and saying? Why are they not speaking out?
Ben, this is hilarious.
The
you will
nation
excuse
would
me
like
for
to
laughing.
know why
But this
the
is really
Congress has won
hilarious.
in Gujarat.
Mr. Rahul Gandhi has been silent throughout the campaign. We don't even know where he is, whether he's in the country or is he travelling abroad, whether he's about to become an NRI or he has already become one. And you are speaking about the silence of BJP leaders. Ami, man, this is hilarious.
Kamal Farooqui has been wanting to come in. 1 second. I'm going to wrap up with Jemruk. 1 second. But Kamal Farooqui.
Let Nalin Kohli answer. Let Mr. Nalin Kohli answer.
You know, you can be one nation that is not divided, and it is not. No, it is not an endorsement.
Thank you.
1 second. Yes, Jemruk.
Thank you.
Jay wants to say something to you, Nalin. Jay.
Mr. Kohli, there is something startling from Gujarat as well. There is something startling from Gujarat.
Who speak at various points of time.
Okay, watch it. We'll come to the Gujarat part in a bit. Kamal Farooqui, I'd like to go across to you. You asked one question, why is the central leadership quiet? I don't think we've got an answer. Maybe you want to make the point a second time. Yes, please, go ahead.
There is something
I just want to make... No, Nalin bhai, you are having a good sip of tea for so many times in front of us. Why can't this kind of good sip should be given to all the Indians? Why this hate? Why in our chai this hate compliment should be there? Let us have all the sugar everywhere and then think about the development. You are allowing these people in fact. सर कहाँ है? Where is? आपने अपनी चाय को इन लोगों के साथ में मिलाकर गंदा कर दिया है. आप इनको ठीक करिए भाई.
नलिन जी ग्रीन टी पिला दीजिए.
Well, okay. 1 point on the basic overall number. One point. Jemruk will just wrap up by telling us
about unity at one level if it's over a cup of tea. So you do have to say that chai has brought some kind of peace on this program.
सर एक मिनट नलिन कोहली एक बात सबर कीजिए सर. नलिन कोहली अब चाय पे बीजेपी की कॉपीराइट नहीं है. चाय पे भारतीय जनता पार्टी की कॉपीराइट नहीं है. Okay, on a lighter note, I'm glad I made you smile at least on a day like this. Jemruk will tell us finally why this is a worrying story nationally for the BJP.
In very simple terms, in every single state that matters to the BJP, UP, Rajasthan or Gujarat, it's either been overtaken by the opposition like in UP or the opposition has inched dangerously close. Now let me just qualify why I'm saying dangerously close. In Gujarat, in these very seats in 2012, the Congress had only 37, the BJP had 51. Today the BJP is at 50% of the vote share, but the Congress has inched close to 44. In Rajasthan, it's a draw in terms of vote share, 47-47.
Well,
that should worry the BJP. The Congress is inching closer in such a short period of time.
I think the BJP has no choice but to actually reconsider what's going on. I think Nalin Kohli is putting a brave face for it, but I'm absolutely sure that within the BJP, people would be re-strategizing. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for that debate number 1 on the News Hour tonight.